Hi, everyone. Facebook Live, LinkedIn, YouTube. This is Heather Johnson from Gozynta. We're going live to showcase one of our upcoming amazing ladies who will be speaking at ITNation Connect, which will be held in Orlando, Florida from November 10th through 12th. Women in tech are a valuable asset. It is so important that we support each other as women in tech, and the tech industry needs to help lift us up. And this is why we're doing this. We will be highlighting some of these superstars on our Facebook Live and LinkedIn and YouTube over the upcoming week. And I'm really lucky to be here today with Laurie Sorenson. She is from ConnectWise, and things must be crazy over there, just weeks away from ITNation Connect.
Yeah, they
Laurie,
definitely are, Heather. It's such an honor to get to be here with you today.
oh, thank you so much. We're so glad you could be. And can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your role at ConnectWise?
Sure. So I always joke that I'm on my fourth profession. I was an elementary school teacher by trade, and then I moved to China in the earliest midlife crisis my principal said he'd ever seen, and had a great time there. And then I moved back and started working for my dad, Sorenson, who's an MSP owner. And I'd known the industry, through his history, but I got to be a part of it at that point. And HTG, which was our peer group organization, was acquired by ConnectWise. So that brought me into ConnectWise, and now I manage leadership and talent development.
That's wonderful. And everybody knows Arlen. I mean, he's quite the name, and HTG is such a wonderful asset. Teaches so many MSPs just what to do with their business. So that's wonderful.
Our family feels so blessed to be able to steward the HTG Now Evolve community of all these great MSPs all over the world.
That is wonderful. So your sessions are on mental health, which is such a huge issue for MSPs. Certainly know that they don't take a break ever. We know that. And mental health, though, is so important because all of the things that they're juggling and that we're all juggling, you have to take time for yourself. So you have two sessions, which is so important, and everyone should go to both of them. So tell me a little bit more about what people are going to learn at your sessions.
Yeah, thanks, Heather. Like you said, mental health is so important. I find it interesting that if we were to get on a talk together and just talk about health in general and say that health is important and people should be aware of their health and practice things to improve their health, I think universally people would agree with us. But as soon as we add the word mental in front of that and we say mental health is important, you should do things to practice your mental health and improve it, people all of a sudden go, whoa, I don't have any mental health problems. I don't need to improve it. So my first session, Hello Elephant, is just simply a session where we're going to try to take away some of that stigma and to talk about mental health in a way that people realize, that as we start talking about it together, we make it more normal and it doesn't become kind of this taboo topic that people don't want to visit. So we'll talk about some strategies for doing that and how to help ourselves, our people, our families, anyone with a brain to improve their mental health. And then my second session is about life-work balance. And growing up with Arlen, he was always a huge proponent of talking about how we all get the same 168 hours a week, but we only get one chance to live them. And we can't live them over again in a different way. So he would say we need to be strategic in how we use those 168 hours and make sure we're using them in ways that really matter. So in our session, we're going to actually get tactical and do a ton of different exercises around that life-work balance. And I'll give you a spoiler here. I actually don't believe life-work balance exists. So I'll be arguing that it's a tension that we have to maintain. And we'll talk about how to do that.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Yeah. And, looking at going back to your session on mental health, I actually did a few talks on mental health on some podcasts because I was kind of in a position prior to this. Well, this position's also high stress as well, but the position I had before, I was juggling so many things at the same time, including an event I was co-organizing at the White House. And there was so much on me, and I kept saying, I love stress, as my eye was twitching. It's like I work so well under stress. And then I had a nervous breakdown. My body forced me to start taking time out for myself. And we don't want to get to that point where our body takes over and says, you will take time for yourself. you want to start taking care of yourself before, because everybody's body can only take so much. Even if you say, oh, I do so well under stress. No, you don't really. Your body can't handle that for prolonged periods. And so I love that. I really can't wait to hear that session. The elephant, both sessions, because the work-life balance is a tough one for sure. So let's see, why are ITNation this year? Big year, it's been gone, and we're all going to be together. So why are you excited about going this year?
Heather, I believe that we have the best partners in any industry, in the IT industry. So I'm excited about the energy, honestly, of just being together with these people that I love so much in the same space for a few days, learning and growing. And we get to kick off the week with our Evolve peer groups and then go to ITNation Connect right after that. So it's going to be a whole week of celebration. We're excited. It's actually ITNation Evolve's 21st birthday. Arlen started HTG all the way back in the year 2000. So we're going to be celebrating that, and I'm really looking forward to it.
That is wonderful. Wow. And as MSPs out there that maybe aren't going to ITNation Connect or aren't involved in Evolve, why would you suggest that they attend or get involved in Evolve?
Yeah, so I tell people that ITNation Evolve is the best partners in the MSP industry because they understand and are humble enough to say, we don't have all the answers, but we'd love to learn. You know, you or I as employees in a company, if we have a question, we can ask a colleague, we can ask our boss, but who does the CEO of an MSP company talk to? So what Evolve does is it helps you know you're not alone. It puts you in a room with 11 other smart leaders, and it creates the space and the structure for you to talk to them and to learn from them and to share what you know and what you've experienced. Arlen always says, you don't have to make every mistake yourself to learn something. So we learn from each other's mistakes and best practices, and it really helps people go further faster, not to mention the great relationships and community that's built.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And moving along to, we're two powerful women in the tech industry, but why should more women be highlighted and lifted up in the tech industry?
Yeah, I think, traditionally IT has been a pretty male space. And I've really been blessed since I re entered the industry when I came home from China in 2012 to find out that a lot of the men around us do want to uplift and support women in IT. And they'd be more than happy to see more and more women getting into it. So, like you said, Heather, we just have to start supporting each other, encouraging girls that tech is fun and tech is cool, and encouraging young ones, to start early because it's a passion and it can grow and they can be very effective in technology.
Absolutely. And, we have 16 knowledgeable and powerful women, and they're going to be sharing their knowledge this year at ITNation. Laurie's certainly one of them, and thank you, Laurie, for being with us. If you don't have your tickets yet to ITNation Connect, there is still time. Go to www.connectwise.com/the-ITNation. Use the code SOCIAL50. That'll get you a discount of $50 off of your ticket. And come attend Laurie's sessions. They are on Thursday at 2:45 and Friday at 4. My session on having difficult conversations before they become impossible conversations. We've all been there. And that will be on Thursday at 10:30. And I'll give you some tips to avoid those situations before you're in them and sweating and need some of Laurie's sessions. So we would both love to meet you in person. Follow myself and our Gozynta page, Marnie Stockman of Lifecycle Insights, and Jennifer Bleem of MSP Sales Revolution. We will all be highlighting more of our rockstar speakers, women in tech, this upcoming week and leading up to ITNation Connect. Thank you for joining us today.